Coming up next, she's a mother. She's a cannabis executive and an edibles judge for the Emerald Cup. Come to show you how all of those different lifestyles all come together for an amazing executive lifestyle. There's none other than the Mandy Tingler.
Good morning, everybody. Today, my story comes to us from New York Times, and they are stating that cannabis use disorder has been found to be common amongst marijuana users. It says more than 1/5 of people who use cannabis struggle with dependency or problematic use, according to a study published on Tuesday in the Journal of American Medical Association Network Open. The research found that 21% of the people in this study had some degree of cannabis use disorder, which clinicians characterize broadly as problematic use of cannabis that leads to a variety of symptoms, such as recurrent social and occupational problems, indicating impairment and distress. In the study, 6.5% of users suffered from moderate to severe disorder. Cannabis users who experienced more dependency tended to be recreational users, whereas less severe but still problematic use was associated roughly equally with medical and recreational use. The most common symptoms among both groups were increased tolerance, craving, and uncontrolled escalation of use. I'm going to come back to that. Says the cannabis use is rising nationwide as more states have legalized it. The new findings align with prior research, which has found that around 20% of cannabis users develop cannabis use disorder. The condition can be treated with detoxification and abstinence therapies and other treatments that work with addictive behaviors. The new study drew its data from nearly 1,500 primary care patients in Washington state, where recreational use is legal, and in an effort to explore the prevalence of cannabis use disorder among both medical and non-medical users. The research found that 42% of cannabis users identified themselves solely as medical users, 25% indicated as non-medical users, and 32% identified as both recreational and medical users. This result here underscored the importance of assessing patient cannabis use and the CUD symptoms in medical setting, the study concluded. That finding is consistent with prior research that urged people to learn about the risks of developing cannabis use disorder, particularly among those who initiate early use and use frequently during adolescence. Guys, I love when these articles come out. I'm always sharing them. I'm excited to hear what you have to say. Definitely want to go back to the topic of the uncontrolled escalation of cannabis use. But give me some feedback here. This is Mandy coming at you from High at 9. What do you say?